Morning, it's 7:06. So why don't we get started, and then we have our guest tonight. But let's do the minutes from the March meeting. We have a chance to look through the minutes that Kathy so nicely did. Oh, she didn't put down.
We don't have a quorum to vote on them because Maureen and I were not here at the March meeting.
I think you can.
Can we just abstain?
That's a good question. That's good. I don't know whether you can vote. You can vote on minutes.
Well, I just raised that very point.
That's a good question.
I don't know if they're right or not.
Is there any grammatical errors? So now you can't.
Well, there is no mention of this. I'm doing a little study on some of the native plants and stuff, for instance, on the trail.
All right.
The
Why don't we
Scout project.
Okay. Why don't we look through the minutes and
well,
that's
just so you know why we can't do it.
No, but it's a good question. It's a good question. Sam, you don't know the answer to that, do you?
I'm sorry, what was that? About approving minutes?
Yeah, well, they can approve minutes if they weren't here.
Maureen and I were not here last month, so I don't think we can.
Cannot.
No.
Common sense is.
So February and March, you're going to have to wait till.
Oh,
Yeah, we got troubles because Kate's not here, which I have to beat her. She's always late. Kathy was the only one that told me she wasn't going to be here or be late. So, all right, then we'll hold the minutes until the next time. You guys.
I believe, though, if you want to check on it, my understanding is you can email minutes and get them approved by the members through email. So you don't have to wait for a quorum. Yeah, we do that at the Quonset.
I was told to do nothing by email other than send them out, but I didn't know you could do it in business.
If they send them back to you, it's...
Yeah. All right, then why don't we hold those minutes, and we'll hold the minutes to the February meeting, so everybody review the February and the March minutes for the next meeting, and we'll do those at the May meeting. Okay, no correspondence or bills. We are lucky. Nobody's charging us anything. The only thing we might have had was the natural history survey thing, which we don't have to worry about that because we have a free registration.
Yeah.
And let me remind you what the lunch cost was. $19.
$19, okay.
Lunch and continental breakfast.
Okay.
Carol was not able to go. We have a free registration because we're an organizational member of the survey. I went, I paid my money. Carol used the free registration, but because she wasn't able to go, I was able to convince Kyra that I could use the free registration, get reimbursed, and then we'd be willing to pay for the meal so that it gets stuck in the meal.
So I pay.
I would write it to the
Yeah,
I'd write it to the
natural
natural history survey. Yeah.
Okay.
And what she did is she returned my check.
Okay.
So what I did is I turned around and I donated it to the Panamanian Frog Rescue Center. So, anyway,
Okay, I will
it all
go
worked
check to
out.
Kyra.
Okay, so there are no bills and payroll and anything on this. So, request to address the commission. We have Tom Monroe. Tom is an Eagle Scout candidate with Troop 2 Jamestown, right?
Troop 1.
Troop 1 Jamestown. All right, I'm thinking Troop 2 Middletown. And Tom called me last week, or actually the week before, and he asked me if he could, this is an Eagle Scout project, if he could come address the commission. So I told him to come in his full regalia, which complimented him with I complimented him when he came in. I said, it's the first scout I've seen that had regulation pants on. They all wear jeans. And when I was in Scouts, that's the way you had to dress.
Even shorts in the winter?
You could wear shorts, it was up to you.
They have pants, the pants look a little goofy.
So this is Tom Monroe, and Tom is going to address the commission. He has the Eagle Scout project proposed, and for our review, comments, and approval. Why don't you just go through what you want to do, so people don't have to necessarily read if they can.
All right, pretty much a few years ago I was in the Connecticut Island Sanctuary, and I realized I was getting bit by a lot of mosquitoes. So I remembered that, and I was like, well, it would be a great project for me to put some swallow perches in the sanctuary. Swallows are an insect-eating bird, and I believe for that, it's natural insect control. You know, I mean, they're going to be in there, they're going to be, and build a great habitat for them, and they're not afraid of humans. So pretty much in my proposal, I said that consisting of me getting materials, it should take 10 days more or less, depending on if people are around and whatnot. 2 weekends with five teams, 2 scouts per team. 1 weekend cutting the wood and constructing these purchases, and then the next weekend putting them in the sanctuary. Below is a materials list and an estimated cost of about what I thought it'd be.
I think the concrete might be a bit, would set you back a little bit more than $60 for 10 bags.
All right.
60-pound bags.
Yeah. That's what Jamestown Hardware gave me. So,
Really?
yep.
Tom, why the concrete?
I don't know, just so they're more sturdy. A lot of people said that, why concrete,
Yeah,
just be dirt too.
My personal feeling right off the top of my head is that it's better to just go with a postal digger, because what happens when the boxes go or they disappear, or 10 years from now, we end up with concrete in the ground that somebody has to pull out. I don't care what your thoughts about it. I know that we're not supposed to introduce stuff to the sanctuary other than, so it's something you probably don't need to do.
Okay.
Carol,
We'll
what
go
are your
forward
thoughts
to
on
the
it?
post, yeah, I don't think if you could sink it without concrete, it'd be great.
Yeah, I'd rather see you, put them deeper in the ground.
And would this be pressure treated, or?
Yeah, you want to, if you don't put pressure treated, the ground won't last longer.
Yeah, these are, the 4x10 posts are going to be pressure treated. And some about 2 feet in the ground. 10-foot posts, so about 8 feet will be above ground and above people's heads. You know, walking on the trail. Then I've gone through and made a list of people that I can ask for donations. On the next page, I just said the barn swallows are not fair to people, so placing them along the trail is going to benefit the birds by many visitors who visit the trail during the summer. The importance of my project is that I'll be creating a habitat for the birds, and these birds are vitally important to natural insect control. Below that is my plans that I've drawn up in purchase and how they're going to go on the ground. And then the bottom of that is actually one piece of pine board that I can make a perch out of one piece of board. So I'm kind of concerned with some over there. And then the next page are the designated areas that I've picked so that we can spread out within the sanctuary.
Have you read up on the life history of swallows?
I have not. Not on the life history, but I've read up a lot about what they eat. They eat a lot of mosquitoes, is pretty much their #1 good tasting diet, I guess.
Just my question would be placement of the boxes in there. They like to be near water, and then they can be in the open areas like fields and things. What do you think, Carol? I mean, Carol's
In proximity to, I mean, they
yeah, in
often
proximity,
nest
like
inside barns.
yeah, and they fly fields for repeating open areas. What do you think about the placement?
I think you might want to try to concentrate your boxes on areas that are along an edge that's open. So the edge along the golf course, or the edge along the creek, or there's a little field in the middle of the sanctuary.
Okay.
You could put it on the edge of those fields. I think Chris is probably right that if you have them like this one out here, or that are, you might get one out in the beginning here, but if they're too deep in the woods, I don't think you'll see them used, at least not by barn swallows.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'd probably move it back 3 to.
Yeah,
That's right. You want to try to get them so they're near an open area.
they face the open area.
Right.
So
There's
facing
nothing.
the marsh, or facing the golf course, or on the perimeter of that little field in the center would probably be your best
Yeah,
choices.
we're gonna try to get that field mowed this year.
Is that the one
somewhere
that's in
having
the
to
middle of the
research?
The
sanctuary?
middle of the sanctuary, it's grown in a lot, but it does need to be mowed again. And I
Right.
talked with Steve, and I was gonna bring that up tonight, that Steve, you need to get over there and mow it, or the town usually mows it for us every couple of years. But it's pretty briary now.
Yeah.
But that would be the place to put them around the edge of the field, and places like Carol said, near along the edge of the marsh or something like that. You just
So maybe I keep the ones that are along the marsh, and then do the back 3 right in that field.
Yeah, if these are along the marsh where they could be accessed, easily by the birds from the field.
Is fencing even an issue for nesting, or are they pretty comfortable nesting where
I
you
don't
live?
I can tell you that the Norman Bird Sanctuary, I was just over there today, and they have boxes in the field there about every 20
Yeah.
feet, and there's just like hundreds of them.
So you
They
can-
always nest, in close proximity in barns,
Right,
from my experience.
so just keeping them down.
But spreading them out too much might be a problem.
Either.
I think
What-
spreading them out might be kind of strange, because they do come in groups.
Well, it depends. What you're proposing are barn swallows. What you're talking about in the bird sanctuary are
Oh,
probably
right,
tree swallows.
tree swallows.
So then the box you're proposing is a more barn swallow kind of thing, where it's open.
Yeah.
tree swallows on